Pretty sure neither of these have played the game at least a year. Alright, let's get rid of Fog of War. We don't need to see none of that crap. And I suspect that our friend the Zuck is probably going to do even worse. Because he's the Vikings, but I don't, who knows? Gathering wood, idle villager there. Oh, he has no idle villagers. Okay, maybe I said that too quickly. He did not scout for resources, because resources are for wusses, sheep, boars, who needs them. Hopefully, oh, that goes better. You need a lot more than wood. He is probably going to build villagers. Oh, there's the first one. It's only 2 minutes into the game. We're not seeing any from him. Also, we have long-range gold mining with one of the first workers. Really active scouting. Good for him. Because let's be real, relics are probably going to be how they win this game. I don't realistically see either of these players successfully killing each other. Because I don't know if they're going to be able to build... Oh! See if he does anything about these sheep. I think he's actually sending his cavalry to attack. No, he's just not. And the sheep are hanging out. Oh, he did get 3 of them. Okay, walked them into the long-range stone miner. Didn't get one of them moving at all. He could sneak it out now while the long-range stone miner is far away, but I suspect he will not fix this. Down here. Be real, nothing is happening in the game. Let me import. Actually, nothing is happening at all. Okay, we're good. Housed. Let's see if he gets housed. He does have a mill. Not building any farms or collecting any food. Doesn't found the sheep. Let's actually take a look at what he has scouted. Alright. He's being an ellipsoid of some kind. He is building houses, actually. Got 2 people building houses because, you know, want anyone to notice he's been pop blocked. Still has his sheep down here. He's not moving. This is awesome. 2 idle villagers. Naturally. No idle villagers, but he's only made 1 extra. 1 extra. He knows he's housed, but he's not doing anything about it. Currently on view lock, by the way. So we're watching exactly... Ooh, he did do something. So he's checking, making sure the scout's okay. Because if the scout that does 3 damage and has no armor were to die, that would be a huge blow. For reference, let's see. Let's get rid of view lock. Let's go check out one of our villagers. Our villagers also do 3 damage. I mean, granted, this has got 45 HP and moves a lot faster. But, if it dies, it actually means nothing. Go back to view lock, though. I'm assuming it's bugged, because I don't think either of these players are that bad. Yes, I sincerely hope. We do have food coming up. The sheep are not being eaten, because 100 food each, which is actually gathered at like a significantly faster rate than it farms. Why bother with that? We have plenty of wood that we don't know what else we're going to spend on, because we've been getting all the stray trees instead of mining the actual trees. Yeah. Ooh, long-range sheep mining. That's awesome, too. These sheep could probably go back, stand right here, and then instantly be gathered, because they do decay. So we'll watch as this person goes back. He does lose food even though nothing is happening. So if you have it right there, you save significant amounts of food. But at least he's eating them. I guess that's good. Normally you have like multiple working on one sheep to kind of prevent some of that decay too. Ooh, house right where we normally would find a farm. Again, next to the town center with 2,000 health that can garrison these people and they'll shoot arrows out. This is the most powerful building in the game for like the first 30 minutes. With these guys, maybe the first hour and a half. Still haven't found this sheep. I mean, I'm pretty sure we found it, but haven't actually gotten it. Building another mill because he's unaware that he can actually build farms around his town center. Okay, I'm being a little critical. I suppose these guys have good intentions, but they forget that we need some sort of a game plan. It's something like two monkeys fighting to become the leader of the monkey tribe. And there are usually different things you can do. At the very beginning, when you're a little monkey, you can't really punch very hard. So you mostly just try to eat food and get real big. Sometimes you steal food from the other person, which was attempted here. Still could be attempted just by walking this direction. But, you know, that's beside the point. Maybe, like, picking off a worker or two, or stopping some of the production time by throwing your scout into the wood line, which neither player has a wood line. Wood lines typically build a lumber camp next to the wood. Thanks. Monkeys. These are smarter than average monkeys, which means they eventually get, like, weapons and stuff. Right now, maybe they have, like, a spoon. They could maybe beat each other to death with spoons. It's slow, but as long as you beat each other better, then the other person dies. Also, I don't know if this score means anything, because I don't know if either of them have a plan necessarily. Because they could always try to beat each other with that spoon. Or they could wait until they get a little smarter, like some sort of improved weapon. I don't know what monkeys would use. Club. Ooh, outpost, so he can see the no units that he possibly could have made by this point coming. He could have also just made his scout stand right here, because he doesn't actually care what's on the side of the map at this point. Like, even relics, like, can't get him until Castle Age. Both of these players are super far from. So normally a fast castle, you can get to the third age at like 16 to 18 minutes if you're going really crazy. It is currently 14 and a half minutes, and we have everyone in Dark Age. Feudal should have happened like 4 minutes ago. So that would usually indicate that they intend on beating each other with spoons, not worry about getting that food as much and just go straight for the jugular. Except for there's no military units, or even a barracks for either side. So that's why it's a bit difficult to try to... Oh, we do have a wood line. That's really good. He should move these two over here for efficiency, but that's okay. They can walk. It'll be fine. It'll just waste a little bit of time. Currently population is 12 for Taylor and 8 for Preston. Ooh, is there a pig being slain? Oh, yes, there is. This person, yeah, so wild boars will just straight up murder you. You die. Oh, 2 outposts. So let's see what he sees right now. So this outpost covers exactly right here. Outpost covers exactly right here. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that the most direct line would be right here. Just walk straight through the middle. Yeah, pretty easy. I guess they could try to go around and the first outpost right here would catch them. But even then, like, you'd have to go through here and then walk down because, again, this is not covered. Just walk straight through here. So there's actually really nothing that it does. This is hysterical. Often ooh, we do have real production buildings coming up. That's amazing. But when players at this level play, they usually try to lay out their cities really nice, you know, to, like, build in a realistic way with little barracks over here, a row of houses, whatever, I don't know. They each have their own thing. We actually see neither player doing that. There's a mining camp here. By the way, stone that it's mining is over here. Let's see, let's count the tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roughly 7. I know it's not precise, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's even a little more because I did an L instead of just like diagonal. So let's just say like 11 maybe tiles away from the town center. So this is shaving 4 tiles distance off when we could be shaving 11. We could actually just put it right there, just a little offset so they could reach all of it. That would probably be good. We also see the foundation for another outpost, which will prevent people coming from this direction. So if this wolf decides to launch an attack, they will see it coming and be able to defend it with the no military units they have. Look at about how fast. Let's try to see if we find a moving scout. Assuming, oh, Taylor is going crazy. He's in feudal age already. Still no military units. 21 minutes. I mean, many people wait until feudal age to even start building up the military. Or castle age sometimes. Okay, so let's actually watch this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take about 3 seconds. So this will give him a 3-second warning to realize he's lost if there are actual military units coming in. Because he currently has 9 population. And those are most all just like villagers. It does have this. So he could take 3 seconds to try to come back here and defend. I don't know what there is to defend. I guess these. See, if we put the farms next to the town center where we can put people inside, up to 15, look at that. And they'll shoot arrows out. So if we just put them right next to it, you can just click, drag, boom. Put them right in there instantly. But instead, we're going to put them in a forward position because we want to mock our enemies. So see what Taylor sees real quick. He is building workers up to 16 or 15, I guess, including his scout. Probably expecting to see something around like 4 times that number of units at this point in the game. That is acceptable. It's a really good thing we did fast mode. Also, let's see, there's 500 wood. Oh, we got 400 food. That is a lot. We actually could just avoid I mean, with this food, he could build, let's see, men-at-arms cost 50 food each. He could build 10 units. 10 units right now with that amount of food. Considering Taylor has like 16 villagers, he could kill every last one of them. I mean, granted, he'd need a little bit more gold, but he is long-range mining, or was, so he could always get that. Conversely, with that 700 wood, we could have built a market, sold all of that, had a ton of gold or whatever else we wanted. A blacksmith, like, let's see, a barracks costs 175 wood. We could have had like 5 barracks up pretty easily. That would have been able to build 5 units at a time, obviously. And 5 units would kill, again, every last thing that he has. He just needs 5, that's all. Not a single war. Actually, 2 could probably do a significant dent. We did gold. Excellent. Still 2 idle villagers. For those that don't know, there is a hotkey that will automatically take you to every idle villager, of which there are 4 right now. Also, he wisely creates a watchtower. Watchtowers are superior to outposts because outposts don't shoot, and watchtowers do in fact shoot. Now the problem is, if they stand next to it, they can't shoot down. It can only shoot up to a certain distance away. So it shoots about to right here. and then can't shoot when you're right here. So if he builds, again, one melee unit, he could destroy this tower. I mean, there'd be villagers coming to defend it, kill whatever's doing it, repair it, I assume. Also pop blocked again. Let's see how long it takes for a house to come up. This is 29 minutes right now. So we'll look back. Ooh, feudal for him as well. So his buildings look cooler. Which is really good. I wonder if he will ever end up getting the thing that enables him to see further with these, so that he will have 4 instead of 3 seconds warning to know that he's lost the game. That would be a good investment because it would affect the only defensive structures he has, which don't defend. Ooh, we do have that. Oh, no, that's a mining camp. Did he build? No, he still hasn't built one. Been almost 2 in-game minutes of being population blocked. He is awake because we see him building new things. Oh, he's now taken the sheep. Probably took it like a minute or so ago, based on the amount of food left. 31 minutes into the game. And he is trying to build things, and he should realize now that he doesn't have any houses. Let's see the response here. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. So it's been almost 3 in-game minutes of being pop blocked. This isn't that bad because we see our opponent only has 6 things less than us. I mean, percentage-wise is massive, but 30% difference, but that doesn't matter because nothing matters, because no one has anything that can actually kill anything, which unfortunately is the point of this game. Oh, may have gotten stuck there because a little bit to get started. Yeah, let's see how many idle villagers he has. He doesn't have any. This is incredible. Meanwhile, his opponent has 2. Okay, so that's the same thing as only having 20 units, because if they stand there, they don't accomplish anything. Let's see what he's explored most of the map. This is incredible. Currently gonna moderate the Discord server. Spencer is going to the timeout chair, because someone said that you should go to the timeout chair, and I obliged. I don't know. No reason not to. Yeah, we're up to 27, so that's a... Ooh, he can kill things now. He upgraded them before he built any of... Oh my goodness, look at all that. Yeah, so again, let's go back to the monkey analogy, because it just seems more and more appropriate the more that I watch this. All of that wood right there that you see, 1,300, could be invested. This is like if the monkey ate food but never worked out and just became fat as a consequence. You're not big and strong, you're just big. This is not good. Similar with Taylor, or with him, I'm sure. He's kept it down a little better. Which is good, because again, this is just fat. It doesn't accomplish anything. Units accomplish things. But he's got a lot of units. He could end the game with this army, just straight up murder him, and he would do nothing. He would see them coming, and then he would die. He does have a blacksmith, so he can upgrade the units he doesn't have. It's just upgrades units. Nothing else. Does not build them. He may be slowly figuring this out, and I suspect he is worried. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Also, this guard tower protects the stone. He's not spending, I'm sure. Yep, 300 stone. I don't really know what he needs it for, frankly. I mean, I guess he wants to build a castle soon. He's not at the castle age. Ooh, we have 2 of these moving. What are they doing? They're killing the boar. So if military units kill food animals, they actually don't get the food for it. As you can see, we can't even click on it. We also almost lost a man-at-arm because they have no melee armor whatsoever. And okay, spearmen. Spearmen are very good against cavalry, which is a genius move in my opinion, because the only military unit that his opponent has is cavalry. A scout cavalry, to be exact. Got 4 villagers just built. Great. They're not doing anything. This Just kill him. Just kill him. This amount of units is unstoppable. I mean, the town center they probably couldn't take down, but they could kill everything else and he'd just be afraid sitting in his town center. Oh, we've got a wall going up. This is a wooden wall that has no armor, if I recall correctly, and 250 health. This will stop his army for approximately 3 seconds, which I think is the magic number. Oh no, never mind. Everything's changed. He has something that can shoot. You see 5 damage as opposed to no damage. So I don't know if these guys get him. There's a stable up. He's feudal age, so he can only build more scouts. So scout rush is definitely a thing people do, but if it's at 40 minutes, is it really a rush? Even if you do build it before other things that people usually build before 40 minutes. We have the sheep guarding the wood line, which is super far away from this. He can actually build another for 100 wood, and that would be more efficient than having them walk back like this. We also do, as well, I wanted to note, have a watchtower protecting the back line. This is 2 villagers that could very easily be here or here with the exact same effect. Literally no difference whatsoever. Ooh, second wood line. I like that. It's because he mined all of this out. A little weird that he did go there, considering that it was a small grove and he had this and this that was closer and easier to defend. But who am I to judge? Also, this, he's queued up farms, so when they expire, they run out of food, they will automatically rebuild. This is good when you have an excess of wood, but also that wood could be going towards skirmishers or literally anything else. But this, because this is just other fat, except for it's fat you forget you even have. Sometimes when you work out, you don't even realize that you still have that fat left. Holy frick. So he took my advice. This also could kill his entire base. Especially because they can walk past this, by the way. They just whoop right through there. This is not sealed off. You see there are 2 tiles. But this is also defending from this angle, which has another wolf. I guess he's just overly concerned, not overly, justifiably concerned about wolves randomly changing how the AI works and attacking the town center. This is a little more effective, but also they can walk around it with little to no effort. He's also doing them one at a time. I don't think he realizes he can click once and then click again and it will build everything in the way. Ooh, so the wolf was there, justified. So if he has loom, he does win. He does have loom. Good. That gives a little extra armor to the villager. That will enable it to survive. If it didn't have that, it would die. So yeah, he is created the greatest wall. This wall is just as effective
right now.
Ooh, are you currently spectating?
Yes, I'm watching the stream.
Oh, goody goody. So you've heard all of the positive things I'm saying about these 2 exceptional players.
Yes, I have not just now joined the commentators chat.
All right. Well, lovely. So as I mentioned, this is Taylor right here. Blue is Taylor. Red is Preston.
And red is Spencer. Oh, Preston.
Preston has... Sorry, go ahead.
How many competitors can be in one match?
It's like up to... I don't remember this edition. I think like 8 is the max.
Are Spencer and Chrissy in different ones? Or are they not playing games?
1v1.
We're doing 1v1s, yeah. I see. Who's up on the docket next after these 2?
Most likely Spencer and Chrissy.
Right.
But we'll see who's willing.
Yeah.
But
explain to me as if I was someone who has never played this game before.
Okay.
What are the win conditions we can have?
So that is a great question, and you've already proved that you actually know more than either player in the game right now.
Oh no.
So I think they both know, well, to an extent, that they need to kill someone. Earlier I was using the analogy of they are monkeys. My apologies.
What happened? Are you okay?
No, everything's good. Everything's good. I thought it was more urgent than it was, and then I heard it and I realized it was not.
Okay.
So basically, you kill the other team. When they're two monkeys trying to be the leader of the pack, which is the most apt thing I can think of, you start out, as like little babies. You start out with your 3 villagers and your 1 scout that doesn't really do damage, and you grow from there. Sometimes when you can still try to kill the other person when you're a baby, as long as you really prevent them from getting food, then you win, because you're gonna grow and be stronger. You don't actually have to outright kill them. As a matter of fact, in this game, almost never do people outright die. However, no one built any military units until the 40-minute mark. This is fast
They've
speed.
been going at it for 40 minutes already?
No, so it's at fast speed, so it's twice as fast as normal. So it's been about, it was 20 minutes when they created their first military units.
I see.
So these monkeys are not trying to kill each other, and they're not even trying really that hard to get fat because they just don't build villagers. You'll notice that Blue over here does have a sizable army that he's built in the past little bit because that's what he's spending all of his money on. Just fine. But these units, when they're not moving, they are effectively the same as if you didn't build anything at all.
True.
They're not doing anything. They're just sitting there.
They're not defending any borders, they're not patrolling the wilderness, and they're not poking the enemy's defenses. They're just standing there being essentially waste of unit.
It's like if you, as a monkey, kept eating and never worked out, so you just got fat, which doesn't actually help you defeat the other monkey. He is so much food that he could just straight up kill Preston, and it would not be close. As a matter of fact, Preston doesn't have a single military unit or even a single building that produces military units. He has exactly one thing that can shoot, and it's not actually in his base, so it defends nothing. So Taylor could just straight up murder him. Ooh, we are having some units move. Where did they go?
They're on the left there. Yeah.
Are they? Oh,
Why are they going north?
You know what? I suspect that he killed his scout. Nope. It looks like he did take some damage, so I think they went after his scout. Which is hilarious because he does have spearmen, which do bonus damage against horses. Instead, he sent the men-at-arms. He's 2 blacksmiths, which is freaking weird. They really research pretty fast, so you don't need to, but that's okay. It's better than having one.
If he's trying to go for a specific build, doubling up on upgrade buildings can be good if he wants to research 2 things down the same tree at once.
Yeah, absolutely. The only problem with that is there's only 5 upgrades that this building can do, and they each take like a minute.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, if this is doubled, so that's 30 seconds per, as long as he's remembering to click back every couple of seconds, he's gonna have everything he needs. Yeah,
let's see how many idle villagers he has. He has 3, so maybe he's not clicking that much. But it's still better than having 1 barracks and no units that the barracks blacksmith upgrades. These are all villagers.
Those are all villagers making wood.
Yes.
Stone, rather.
So these stone miners right here are currently traveling over to this mining camp. He could have built the mining camp right here.
Right next to it.
But he decided that they need exercise. And so they're going to keep walking back and forth. Again, like... Taylor could just kill him.
Taylor's got a knight there, and a bunch of pikemen and men-at-arms.
Yeah.
Just bulk send them at that tower.
Exactly. And by the way, both of these people are at Castle Age, which enables them to build castles for 650 stone. 1 castle could probably kill everything in the game right now.
Really?
Yeah.
1-on-1, or just the castle is the end game that just for 650 stone they win?
It's not that they win. It's just that they're so tanky, and this particular army is so bad at killing castles that they would just die. He can build siege weapons. and actually has an enormous amount of wood to do so. Ooh, the army's moving. It is time.
Ooh. I think he's hit, sort of. Yeah, I think this would be game if he's sending them.
Yep.
Does Preston have any defenses?
He has that one tower. 2 towers, actually. My mistake. But he can just walk past these or send melee units up to them because they can't shoot directly below them without a specific upgrade. And he doesn't have the upgrade because he doesn't even have the building that makes that upgrade. Although it does look like he has changed his mind and just wants them to guard these deer. An important tactical resource.
Besides, so the victory condition, we're gonna pull back to this one. Do they have a specific like leader building that needs to be destroyed, or is it just my army is so overwhelmed there's no way I can come back from this, so I'm going to surrender?
That's a really good question. So the hard win conditions there's a couple of them. One of them is collect all relics and hold them for a certain amount of time. Looks like he may be going for that because he picked up a relic. But at the same time, as soon as you collect them, it will show on the map where they're held, and you could just destroy the building, which he has nothing to defend it with. Other one, you could construct a wonder, which is a very expensive building that happens in Imperial Age, which neither of these guys have gotten to. Yeah, we do have a castle.
A castle?
So that's, almost 5,000 HP. Does 11 damage and shoots 4 arrows at once. So that's pretty good for something that has 55 health and 3 pierce armor.
So Taylor just has a massive disadvantage now because he didn't send his units earlier.
Yeah, he
now is when he chooses to move out.
Exactly. He can still win this game because
can he? Just avoid the tower's range or the castle's range.
He can come and destroy this building right here, and he'll no longer be able to produce villagers until he builds another. He does have the resources to do that, but that means that it's a lot harder to gather.
To castles?
Nope, castles are built separately. There's no building upgrades in this particular game, as there are in some others. Ooh, he just rang the bell. That means all villagers go into the nearest defensive building for protection. This is somewhat good because it'll give him additional shots. You see now it has 11 arrows at once instead of 4. But also it means he's not collecting any resources whatsoever.
This could give Taylor a severe supply advantage if he takes the opportunity to use it.
Yeah, exactly. So you see, we've got pretty much all the towers are going down. The castle hasn't taken any damage, and he's continuing to build units. He probably should rally these units over here, because going in at one at a time is dangerous.
Do the units go into the castle, or do they just start striking at it?
So they'll start striking at it. You'll see in just a moment when they reach it. So this castle can't shoot right next to it. So eventually they'll wear this down, but you can see it's gonna take a little while. And these berserks probably can kill every melee unit. These archers will definitely not be able to kill it. Archers are particularly bad against buildings without special upgrades that neither of these civilizations have access to. Because each civ, the Vikings for Preston, and let's see, the Celts for Taylor, neither of those have access to archer building damage upgrades.
Interesting. Did they choose at the beginning of the round?
They did choose.
What they wanted to be?
So the advantages for Vikings is they have a couple of things that increases their villagers' ability. I'll tell you exactly what it is.
I think he just sent these guys fire and forget. He is not rallying or taking control of any of these units. That was basically a net loss by him.
Yeah, definitely was. He got 2 towers and did a lot of damage to another, but at the same time, like, that doesn't actually help him win. It'll make a difference, but he lost a lot more than he gained. So anyways, so Vikings are really good at having at building navies. Infantry get additional hit points based on which age you're in, and you get certain upgrades that increase the productivity of all your villagers for free.
That's useful.
Yes. The Celts, however, are significantly stronger. Their infantry move much faster. Their lumberjacks work faster, and their siege weapons fire at 20% faster. So that's quite a big deal. So, especially because Preston's strategy mostly revolves around defensive buildings at this point, having faster firing siege is a big deal. Ooh, petard. That is an interesting build. So those guys run into buildings and explode and do a lot of damage.
Petard. Okay.
However, they cost an enormous amount of money, and no one ever builds them. They do die in the process. Let's see if he's got a siege workshop. He does have a siege workshop. Hasn't built any siege. Which is definitely what he's going to want to do. Or even go up to Imperial Age, because he probably has enough money. He almost does. He'd sell his stone and have enough gold, because you need 800 gold and 1,000 food in the upper right. And then he would be able to build trebuchets, which outrange everything. And would destroy this without even blinking an eye. And these berserkers aren't going to be able to deal with them.
Do anything about it.
Yeah, berserkers are not the greatest unique unit. What berserkers?
Oh, he's got ballistas out.
He does have ballistas. So these scorpions are good at fighting people that are advancing, because they will typically advance in a straight line. So if he comes through here again, like he did before, they'll tear him up. But as soon as they spread out, or if there's a wide front, then in that case, these don't do a lot of damage, because their primary role is to pierce through. Usually onagers, which are catapults essentially, are the option that are better at things all around. Although again, if he goes at him in a straight line, then that's going to do a ton of damage.
Do gates fire at troops, or do they just open for friendlies and close
exactly.
for enemies?
They do not fire, they only open and close.
Does he have to do that manually, or does it just allow his units to pass through, but opposing units to
exactly not? But if his opponent, if it did open for his units, then it will let the other team's units in. Ooh, we got a Mangonel. Sorry, Onager is the upgraded Mangonel. Mangonels are the catapults. These are much scarier, because if they're bunched up like this, one shot could take out half that army.
Ooh, no.
So
they do splash damage then.
Yes, sir, they do. Quite a bit of it.
Is there a cap size to how many units you can create?
Yep.
That's in the top left, correct?
Exactly.
15?
So it will increase with every house you build by 5, but it will stop at 200, where building more houses won't have any effect.
Is there a cap to how many units you can select at once?
There is. It was changed in the most recent version of this game, which neither of these guys have. So I don't recall it exactly, but I want to say it's like 48 that you can select at once. Yeah, so Taylor is currently at 66 population, while Preston's at 60, so it's actually a pretty close game, especially because I think more of Taylor's is wrapped up in petards than... Why are they both building petards? Than Preston has. And petards are literally worthless against infantry. Although fighting outside of the walls may not be the greatest. At least he's not going to lose his 3 Mangonels. See, the petards won't even attack automatically. Which is unfortunate. So he's lost 4 units so far, while Taylor has lost, looks like 12. So this is actually going really well, because all of his population is wrapped up in petards, and those scorpions did do work. They weren't, the blue troops weren't properly microed, so they kind of just took damage. Oop, and these guys are, by the way, splash damage does damage friendly troops, as well as buildings, so this berserk may take some damage. But the advantages of berserks are, after engagements like that, they automatically regenerate health, which no other unit will do. You can heal them by garrisoning them inside a building or using a monk. However, it's really inefficient. Generally, people don't do it.
What else do monks do?
Monks can convert enemy units. They say wololo, wololo, wololo. I'll give a demonstration. I don't remember. Can I not chat in this mode? That's depressing. Apparently when inspecting, you cannot chat. That is really dumb. But they can just convert enemy units, basically. Ooh, Wold Raiders coming out for Taylor. I don't...
What do Wold Raiders do?
So Wold Raiders are extremely fast infantry with low armor. Really good at raiding, basically. Which, considering this...
How late game it is?
I mean, raiding is fine. You just got to distract them somewhere else. And if they have defensive buildings, you're in some trouble. They do have slightly higher pierce armor. 1 base and then 2 from the upgrades.
I mean, if he goes around towards the north, he could just walk right into their farms and start slaughtering.
Yeah, one thing that does look good is most of his villagers are covered by one defensive unit or another. But it looks like they're attacking now.
Wood Raiders?
Yes, it looks like this siege is murdering them. Oh, but that Mangonel shot killed almost just as many of his units as he's killed of the enemies. Although he's only got a couple of crossbowmen and a single Wood Raider left. We see the petards. Let's watch and see how quickly they take this down. Oop, pretty quick. If they make it there, then it's great. So these Wood Raiders did end up taking out all of the siege because he had accidentally directed them to attack this house instead of the enemy units. So it's looking a little difficult. He doesn't have a lot of resources stockpiled, which is fine. While his opponent has an enormous amount of resources stockpiled. So I would say that definitely benefits Taylor. Taylor does have more population. One problem too is neither of these players realize how many villagers they could do. They should be creating. Usually you want to have...
Count for the unit count?
Yeah, they do count towards the unit count. Usually you want to have like a minimum of 60 to 70, and that's even kind of playing on the safe side. For a really strong economic focused build, you would see even 100. And they would just delete them once they have the amount of resources that they're going for.
Oh, it is?
Yes, there is a battering ram.
Why does he have a battering ram if there are no gates or walls to batter?
So battering rams do a lot of damage towards buildings of any kind, including the castle. Ooh, trebuchets. Those are going to be a big deal. As long as he can defend them, he can kill everything with that and not lose anything.
Who's building those?
That would be Taylor, our blue player.
I see. Does he need to unpack them first before they can do any damage, though?
He does indeed. The whole process takes probably about 5 seconds, so it's not super long. 5 in-game seconds.
Still, I would definitely have it in an advantageous position and sieged up just in case it gets attacked again.
Yep, you can just put them right on top of this hill right here. Take out the first tower, pack them again, move up to these stone deposits, and then start sieging the castle. As soon as the castle's down...
What I'm saying is having him sieged up at his home right now, so they're not just sitting there being useless in case he gets attacked again.
Yes, that is possible. Their projectiles move very slowly, so they're pretty much worthless against moving targets. And they also don't automatically attack infantry. So, or non-building units, actually, of any kind. Cavalry, anything.
Well, he's got himself some scorpions out, at the very least.
Yep.
Is that a scout or a knight? That's a scout.
Yeah, that was a scout. I mean, really, he just has so much food. He can just build tons of spearmen to soak up damage in the front. The scorpions would do plenty of actual damage, even if spearmen aren't very good against the berserkers. I don't really think any player is still building workers, so I think any worker that dies at this point should be considered permanently dead. They'll never be replaced. Oh, he has followed your advice and unpacked one of the trebuchets, which probably fine. It means that they can't move, of course, so if they get caught out, then that's not good. There's a lot of berserkers. Let's see how many berserkers. Have to...
At least 10.
11, 12, 13, 16, 17. So we have 17 frontline units against 4 frontline units, which is the issue here. He's got a lot of archers, but
yeah, they're not gonna stick around for very long. Why are all of those men-at-arms standing still? Or are those the archers you were just talking about?
These ones right here, we got those crossbowmen, and there's also champions, which are the upgraded form of men-at-arms and longswordsmen after. So it goes militia, men-at-arms, longswordsman, champion. These champions also have almost max upgrades, potentially even max for that civ. Let's check and see. I don't remember if they get... So they could get one more upgrade for armor as well as attack, but I mean, considering that
blacksmith.
Yeah, he even has 2 of them. But the other team doesn't have any upgrades whatsoever, even though he built a blacksmith first. So that's a problem.
We got another watchtower up. He's really taken to heart not being able to hear that you... Oh, he's hit a supply block.
Yeah, so as soon as he builds more houses, it'll be fine, but it definitely does delay a lot of things, and it's just kind of embarrassing.
That is just super embarrassing. How did he hit a supply block?
And just don't pay attention. Taylor's strategy...
And there's all the houses on the seashore.
Yeah, Taylor's strategies have been pretty much the same whenever he's gotten supply blocked in this game. They're about the same supply, 80 to 75. Whenever he gets supply blocked, he just builds like 15 houses at once.
That's... No.
It's a little wasteful. Ooh.
Do you have to clear away the rubble of destroyed buildings before you can build something else on that square? Or is it permanently gone?
As soon as the building's destroyed, it's gone.
Okay. So are those just like lumber camps that look like piles of debris?
These right here?
No. Those right there.
The ones that I was mousing over?
No, the one's just north of that. That looks like just a pile of crap.
It's a lumber camp.
Okay, that is a lumber camp. All right. Yeah, that's yep. Okay.
Despite being the HD version, this game is 7 years old.
That's fair.
So.
I don't expect it to look amazing.
Yeah. All right, he's moving out. So one really good thing about the battering rams that you see is they have 180 pierce armor. That means that no matter how many upgrades he has on his archers, they're only going to do 1 damage. And battering rams have 175 HP, which means you're going to have to shoot it 175 times to take it down with arrows. Wow. So if he moves these to the front, this mostly archer composition is just going to die. He's got a lot of champions too. Champions have 70 HP.
Why are they not at the front?
Versus the 55 and 11. So I don't think it'll matter. I think these are still going to lose to the champions.
This does not look ideal.
No, especially because he's just moving them in. They're actually not attacking. Because when you give the move command, he's just giving the move command.
It's not an attack move?
Exactly, yeah. This particular version of the game doesn't have an attack move, actually.
He may lose these trebuchets, though, if he is not careful.
Nope.
That scorpion got dangerously close.
Yeah, the scorpion got a little bit damaged, but...
That was just a waste. I thought Taylor was screwed, but I misjudged how many archers he had.
Yeah, and because
they were all
put the berserkers in first and didn't even attack with them, yeah, the crossbowmen were able just to kill all of them.
Why attack now? Counter-attack! You have 3 trebuchets and an army. You just cleared his army. Attack!
I'm gonna real quick
Taylor,
actually tell him to do that because we can't wait forever.
Please.
Be right back.
Through.
Oh dear goodness! Please just kill each other.
I tried. You had too many troops.
We've been making fun of you, thinking that you would do something like freak out because neither of us are dead yet.
Please kill each other, please.
You could probably kill me right now if you tried.
Hey,
I don't care who kills who.
Who's next on the breaker board?
We'll just ask who's ready because people are out and about doing different things, so we'll have to see. All right, well,
You
have
don't
fun.
mind
Good
if
luck.
I'm in the same chat as these yahoos, right?
No, that's perfectly fine. All right, yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah, they apparently they're conversing amongst each other. They know that I am roasting them. They're not killing each other.
Are people watching the stream?
You.
I thought I was the only one who's watching the stream.
I'm pretty sure you
Yeah,
are.
I'm the only one watching the stream, so they couldn't possibly know that you're roasting them.
They just know me too well.
That's
I mean,
fair.
they're right. They're right.
They're right. We are roasting them. We are laughing.
Yeah, because really, he's just giving him an opportunity to build up again.
Which he has done.
I'm gonna also take this
Not
opportunity to
anything
get
impressive.
2 other people started. The problem is I am the host of this game and cannot leave until someone wins.
Really?
Yes. So we can't even get another game started in parallel while they work out their differences, and Taylor inevitably wins because he has a significantly bigger economy, way bigger army, and
What is he building there? Are
knows
those
how to
more
upgrade.
houses? Oh no, he's breaking down his trebuchets.
yeah.
Does it require a worker to build trebuchets?
No, thank goodness. That would be miserable. He's building onagers, so he's upgraded them. Figured out that
What
Celt
are
Siege,
onagers?
they're upgraded mangonels,
Ah,
which is the catapults.
Celt siege engines are significantly better.
Yes.
Why is he sending them forward without assistance?
That's a really good question.
What are you doing? Do not
He
send.
needs to defend the
your
deer.
strong-
You know this. The deer are too
Oh,
important.
he's got a scout forward. I think he knows. Well, take the high ground.
What can he even
Send
see?
your units in behind him as soon as they siege up. Oh my heck.
Let's see.
Now,
okay,
I don't
so
know the exact range of trebuchets. Are they within range to hit his walls? Oh,
it is
with MTF.
16 tiles, so they can hit about to right here. But he's
I
just coming up,
certainly
and they
hope the
can't
rest
hit
of
things
your-
next to them. And the scout cavalry is not gonna do a thing.
Please tell me you have reinforcements coming? No? Cool. Well, wave goodbye to your trebuchets.
He does technically. He has them in the
Didn't
spread out position, so it takes even longer to get in there because they can't all fit.
Oh no, this is a nightmare.
It is a disaster, a very preventable disaster. But I
That
still
was
think
laughable.
he's
I've
got
never
enough
played
units.
this game before. I mean, he's got enough units. It'll be fine now that he's finally moved out. Oh, they're not moved. They're not fighting.
So he doesn't have any units left, other than okay, that petard.
All right, attack.
Better kill
Attack.
every last
Attack
person.
now.
Please attack. Please actually hit. They're hitting. Okay, the petard did nothing. Oh, I forgot they do virtually no damage against infantry. Only buildings.
Not even siege engines?
No. Oh, and a trebuchet lived.
Yeah, one
Wow.
single trebuchet made it.
Ow.
Engage the enemy. There you
Move
go.
the
Thank
trebuchet
you.
and start taking down the castle. I mean, these guys probably could kill the castle because he's got a couple of petards, 3 of them. And it doesn't look like he has murder holes researched, which enables them to hit things right next to him. But he's just skipping it. Okay, he did pack up the trebuchet. Let's see if he decides to move. Okay, it's coming in. Please.
What is he
That's the end of the game, I
going
think.
for here? Is he trying to beat... is he trying to get the farms killed?
Good question. He did take out a lot of his economy, but I mean, he just end the game. He doesn't need to raid. The trebuchet is taking out some towers. Oh, look at that damage. One hit, boom, over 250 damage. Welcome to Celt Siege in the Imperial Age. And it shoots significantly faster too, so this castle is just dead in probably 3 shots. 2
it's a
shots? What?
I mean, there are 2 catapults shooting at it too.
Still crazy. Oh, he's killing at the villagers. That actually is the correct decision.
With villagers? Go, villagers!
Now he just needs to pull them back because they can't, this single champion will kill almost all of them. But he can take the siege out. He just has to remember to micro them, because as long as the champion's on top of them, it's no good. Oh, and that onager is gonna kill probably everyone. Oh no, he's not even sending him against him. Yeah, like I said, the champion just murdered everybody.
Good job, champion.
He's just sending everything that he has. He knows he's lost.
Preston.
Preston,
do you want to call it GG's and surrender here?
Yeah, he has no more military units whatsoever. He currently has 30 total population, which is only villagers. He's sending the villagers in. He knows. Let's watch this one champ. Oh, is the champion gonna die?
The champion might
Even though it only
die.
takes 1 damage per hit. Has he successfully fended this attack off? Okay, there's more reinforcements coming. Thank goodness. I was like, how is everyone dead?
He's sending down new units to reinforce the one onager that's left. And
Which it's not left anymore, yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's 2 archers still.
So
What is going on?
he converted with his
shooting
one
him.
monk that just died. He managed to successfully convert the crossbowman.
Really?
So,
That's why it changed colors.
yep. Convert him to a religion, so he decided to kill his comrades.
Cool.
He was, as the archer was actively shooting at him, he just was like, praise be, and the archer's like, you know what, you're right, and just started killing his teammates. Attack!
Why would
Attack!
you rush them through that hole? Why would you rush them through that hole?
Yeah, if he just parked his battering ram there. Oh, and he just opened up the gate for him too.
I mean, I would be more impressed if this was a completely, like a complete slaughter.
I feel like it was a slaughter. It was just a train wreck of a slaughter on both ends.
Yeah, it was a train wreck of a slaughter. What's left to be destroyed before
Just buildings.
the Zuck just gives up?
He better just give up right now.
Please.
I'm gonna tell him to give up. I'm requiring him to. Oh, he did give up. Thank goodness. Thank
All right,
goodness.
that's the game.
Oh,
GG's.
short break after that. My goodness.